Hello everybody. I hope everyone is doing great. I know it's been a while since I have been on YouTube and there's reasons for it, but first I just wanted to say hello. And if you're new here, my name is Lauren. I am a recovering addict. I have been in recovery for about 6 years now. I am not a doctor, I'm not a therapist or any of that good stuff. I'm just a normal person that happened to be given, I guess, that beautiful gene to be an addict. So about a year ago, I stopped doing these YouTube videos because of just when we went on lockdown because of COVID. You know, for many different reasons, I stopped doing these videos. For mostly the reason why I stopped doing the videos is because, you know, it's hard to talk about my past, and it's hard to talk about addiction and what I've been through without old feelings coming up. And I just really didn't want to explore those feelings too much while, you know, we were in lockdown, when everything else was going on around us, when like the world was going crazy. I needed to keep some sanity. So I kind of just decided not to, you know, air my dirty laundry, I guess you could say, or go back into the closet of old experiences. But I just would like to say that no, I have not used any drugs. I still am sober. I have not smoked any cigarettes or vaped, no drinking, nothing. I have done something pretty stupid though. One stupid thing I did. I'll talk to you about that a little bit later. But when it comes to drugs or drinking or smoking, I have not done any of that. And, you know, I guess this is what I wanted to talk about. Sorry for the really bad visuals, but I don't know how to work this phone. I've had it for like 3 years and I still don't really know how to work it. But anyways, what I really kind of wanted to talk to you guys about today was, you know, addiction, and does it ever get any easier? Does it get easier? Because it's hard to stop doing drugs. It's the hardest thing I ever did in my life. And there's so many repercussions that you have afterwards. You know, you've got to face a lot of skeletons, and it's so much easier to just not do that and to keep doing things that make you feel good. But what happens is that drugs don't make you feel good anymore, and it's never like an escape like it was at first. And things start getting harder. You don't have the money that you used to. Your health might be in jeopardy. And you get to this point where you're like, okay, I've got to stop this because it's not doing anything like it's supposed to be. Like I started doing it for. It's not giving me any happiness. It's taken all my joy away. It's like, I always like to say that, you know, addiction and drugs and alcohol is like that ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, whichever, that you know is so bad for you, that is such a toxic relationship, but yet you still keep going back to it. And you know that it's not good, but it doesn't even feel good anymore, but it's just so normal. It's such a normal space for you that you don't even know really how to live your life on your own anymore, because you're just so used to this person in your life being there. And that's exactly what it's like when, you know, you're addicted to drugs and alcohol. But even worse, you've got the physical addiction too. So you've got this mental addiction and you got this physical addiction. So, you know, does it get easier? Yes, it gets a lot easier. It gets so much easier that many people say, oh, I'm not an addict anymore. I can go ahead and, you know, have a drink. It's Christmas. Or I can maybe, I'm not gonna bring pot into it. I mean, I don't smoke pot, but like, you know, hey, I know people that do smoke pot, and it's just, it doesn't faze them. It's not that gateway drug. This is what I've heard. I can't smoke it. I'll be like, my anxiety will be through the roof. But it's like saying, oh, I could just, you know, take this pain pill because I have a really bad headache or pain or whatever, because I'm not addicted anymore. I've been clean for 5 years. That's how much easier it gets. You forget how hard what you've gone through. So we can go back and say it's like that ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. You know, you haven't seen that ex-boyfriend or girlfriend in a year, and you're like, they pop back in, you're like, oh yeah. Even though, you know, he beat me or emotionally abused me, totally narcissistic. It's been a year. He has no grips on me anymore. I could just, you know, hook up one night. And then before you know it, you're back that night. You're back in his grips again. And that's exactly what it's like with drugs and alcohol. So much to the fact that they say that you could, like, your addiction, like, never goes away, that it only gets stronger. So not only would you relapse and go back to having this addiction problem, but it could be even stronger. And a lot of people actually overdose when they're just, you know, going back one more time, because they think their body can handle the amount that they used to do, and they end up overdosing. So not only can your addiction, the mental and physical aspect of it, get harder to cut if you go back to it because you think that you can, because you don't feel like you're an addict anymore, but your tolerance is down. But mentally, you don't remember your tolerance being that down. You remember being able to take 3 pills, not just 1. I could take 3 pills, sure. That's what I always took. And then before you know it, you have a heart attack or whatever, you know? So, yes. My answer to your question is it gets so much easier to the fact that you can relapse so easy. And so when you look at it that way, is it easier? I don't know. What is harder is maintaining a lifestyle, your well-being, that you don't know how to do. That's what I was facing during this lockdown COVID thing. You know, I am a person of habit. I had to make sure that I woke up. I went to a cycle class. I went out of town for work. You know, I went to the hotels. I stayed there. I ate something. Woke up the next morning, did yoga, went to, you know, visit customers, went to a hotel, did this, and then during the weekend I was back home. Now I'm at home by myself, you know, and I have to reorganize my space so that I can work from home. And, you know, I had to figure out an exercise that I could do. I started running outside and just find a space that I could be comfortable with. So that is a forever running battle in my life. I would say in our lives, in addicts' lives, because we are so used to another substance giving us calmness, giving us this false understanding that we're okay. Like I was very much addicted to Adderall, and I know that sounds funny. Well, I always thought it sounded funny, but I guess I've always been a speed person, you know? So when I was growing up and when I would go out, you know, in college and stuff, you know, I was very much into anything that would keep me going. Anything that would keep me going. I wasn't that much of a drinker, although drinking was a part of everything. I just didn't like being drunk. I didn't like not having control. I like to have control. And one of the things that I like to have control over is my thinking and being organized and being awake and feeling on top of things. And so once I started taking Adderall, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best feeling in the world. I can get so much stuff done. I am so organized. It's like all of a sudden a light switch went on in my head. And I loved that light switch, and I couldn't get enough of that light switch. And so for 10 years, I took Adderall, and I abused Adderall for 10 years. So when I finished that 10 years and I started getting clean, I didn't know how to do all those things. Organize, get up and get my brain going without Adderall to do it for me. You know, get ready, balance my checkbook, guys, like anything. Balance my checkbook. I don't know why I said that. That's like so dated. I'm showing my age now. But like, you know, organize things, doing taxes, all this kind of stuff. Like, oh my gosh, I could never do that without Adderall because I didn't know how to focus. I never learned what we're supposed to learn as adults. Like, we learn these things. We learn how to be organized. We learn how to manage our time. We learn how to, you know, put things in orderly fashion so when we have to do our taxes at the end of the year, it's not too overloaded or too overbearing. We learn how to do these things. But when we depend on another substance, we are doing just that. We're depending on another substance. And when we take that substance away, we then need to like have a crash course in adulthood, being an adult. And there is no such thing. You've got to just learn and take all the punches as they come. And so this is what I've been doing for the last year. So I've really just been kind of focusing on me and doing things for me. And I want to come back and start, you know, bringing you guys back into my life and what I went through and the things that I faced while I was in active addiction, and more importantly, what I face now while I'm in recovery. So I hope that you all are doing wonderful. I hope that, you know, life hasn't been too hard on you. If it has, and you're ready to make a change, congratulations, you'll do it. I know you can. If I can do it, you can do it. If you need anything, you know, reach out. There are so many places that provide assistance these days for mental health. And I'll get into that a little bit later, different videos. But I know that I remember that I was going to tell you guys one thing that I did that wasn't that great. And I'm going to tell you that. I stopped taking my antidepressants. Like, I was like, I feel so good. I'm working out. I'm running outside. I feel great. I don't need these anymore. You know, I don't want to be on these things for the rest of my life. I don't need them anymore. Well, so I stopped, and I got through the whole, like, physical, like, it's like a physical, you feel weird, like brain zaps, and antidepressants are funny that way. I got through all of that, but I never really could get myself, like, out of this funk. And, you know, a month later, I went back on them because it really messed me up, guys. Like, it got me, like, really down, really in my head. I couldn't, like, snap out of it, you know? So it took about 3 months to get back to normal from just stopping for, I think I stopped for 3 weeks. I came down a little bit, and then I just completely stopped. And I really don't recommend it, guys. Like, you know, we always hear those stories where people are like, you know, people take antidepressants and then they stop taking them because they don't think they need them anymore because they're working. So why do they stop taking them? I used to say the same thing, but I did that exact same thing. I stopped taking them because I didn't think I needed them anymore. I thought, you know, now I'm home, I'm running outside, I have a really good, like, grasp over my physical health, and so I feel good. My mental health, now let me tell you something, when your mental health is off, your physical health becomes not as important anymore. It's a really quick, like, downward spiral. And so if I learned anything is this. You know, mental health is not something that just comes and goes. It's not something that just, it's not like a cold. It's not like the flu. It's not like you just get better. It's something that you need to work on. And a lot of addicts have been taking drugs to like, kind of like self-medicate because they have these mental health issues. And, you know, if you are feeling a little overwhelmed and maybe you have gotten yourself into this place where you feel like maybe you're doing too many drugs, taking too much Adderall, or taking, you know, drinking way too much, you know, maybe it is time for you to go see a mental health specialist and see if that's something that's going on. Because we have gone through a really hard time as a society, as a world. I mean, it's not just America, it's like everywhere. So, you know, it might be something that you might want to do. And in this way, you can start working on your mental health and physical self all together. So, anyways, guys, I do hope that these videos, you know, connect with you in some way. If you have any questions, or if you want me to discuss any kind of topic, just leave me a message. I see them all the time. I'm very lucky that most people don't say anything mean or rude. Every once in a while, you'll get that one or two people that think it's okay to say, you know, nasty things to a recovering addict, but that's all right. No problems, no worries. Anyways, I thank you for listening to me ramble for a little while, and I hope that you guys, you know, all just stay safe, stay healthy, and just keep going. Just keep going. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.